Still rocking a dangling charging port like this? Yeah, we need to have a talk. Welcome to Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve, and today I've got a product I want to show you because it immediately caught my attention when it was posted in our Sikbagger Facebook group. It's one of those things that we absolutely all deal with on Harley Davidsons. I'm not sure about all the other models, but Harley Davidsons, it's an issue. And the issue I'm talking about is this dangling charging port. We all deal with this on Harley Davidsons. Now, whether you know it or not, on the touring models behind the left-hand side cover, you've got an SAE charging port cable. That's a fused cable that runs up to your battery that allows you to trickle charge your battery without having to take the seat off and everything. It's just easy access to get to charging the battery when you're not riding the bike, right? Now, because there's a spot for it behind that left-hand side cover, it kind of sets in there in a specific place, but who wants to take off a saddlebag and remove a side cover every time you want to trickle charge your battery, right? So what we all end up doing is pulling that cable out and letting it dangle somewhere. Now, we have 4-baggers of our own. I've got 3 of them that are pulled up here. They're kind of just dangling in between the seat and the saddlebag, and then of course the 24. For some reason, when I was working on it one day and I had the side cover off, I yanked it out, shoved it through the firewall, and I've got it right here. So my little mid-frame air deflector kind of hides it. But if you don't have a mid-frame air deflector and you've got it right here, you just got this unsightly, dangling, goofy looking port hanging right over something that's really hot. So what I have today is a very simple product that's going to fix this issue for all of us. Now, what we have today is a StealthPort. We have a couple variations of this that I'll show you, but generally for my 4 bikes, I'm going to be installing 4 of these right here. Now, I have 2 other ones that I'm going to show you, and we'll go over that here in just a minute. I just want to show you this is what it's going to look like when you get it. It has a port on one side, so what that's basically going to do is plug into your existing SAE port right underneath the side cover. You're going to plug that in. You're going to run this up. We're going to mount it. So all you have to do is walk over to your bike, reach down in there and plug it in. And if you've been in the HD forums or Facebook forums, you're going to see these little things where guys have drilled out the side of their side covers and they put them in there. They've drilled out these heat frame deflectors and they've put them in there. They've drilled out all these places and they've mounted these. This is a no drill solution. There's absolutely zero chance that I'm going to drill and Dremel out a piece of a painted part on my bike to install one of these. So when I saw this, that's the part that caught my attention. No drill solution. We're just going to mount it up and it's done. So what I'm going to do real quick is pull my seat, my saddlebag, my side cover. I'm going to get that stuff out of the way and I'm going to show you how to install this. It installs in just minutes. So let's get over here and let's do it. So this is basically what it looks like when you get it. Now, this is a 24 model. Some of the other models may look a little different underneath the side cover, but this is basically kind of where it goes right there. Now, 14, 15, 16s had a little valve stuck up through here. It was designed for an air over oil shock, and that's what this is. These things were trash, so a lot of people ended up changing these anyway. And then you just had a little valve stem port there that you could leave it there or you could take it out, whatever. Most of us took them out, but you're left with a hole there. And that is exactly where this is going to install. So basically it's going to mount right here just like this, so you can see how easy this is to access. You can mount it this way or you can mount it this way. It doesn't matter either way, but it's going to plug right into this. Now, this is going to come with the hardware that you're going to need to get this installed. It's just a simple bolt and acorn nut and washer. Very easy to do. He even has a QR code on here if you want to watch his install video. That'll take you over to that. You can get yourself a 3/16 Allen like this, or you're just going to use an extension and a bit like this, and that's how I'm going to do it. So what we want to do is get this fished up through here first. We're going to come up right through that hole. Easy, easy. A couple of minutes, you can have this done. Like I said, I'm going to get that on there. We're going to get our black washer and our black acorn nut. Now, once I have that bolt through there, I am going to take just a tad bit of blue Loctite and put on that, because blue Loctite and your Harley Davidson should absolutely be best friends, all right? So we're going to put our washer on there. We're going to get our black acorn nut. And then this way, I don't really have to worry about losing anything. We're going to get it where we want it. Hold that in place right there. We're going to snug this down. Then all we have to do is come up here to our OEM one, plug this in, all right? Make sure that this is under this so we can set our saddlebag back on there right. We're going to pull this over and we're just going to zip tie it off to one of the existing wires underneath the side cover just to keep it taut and out of the way. We're going to pull that rubber flap up in there too so it's not dangling anywhere. Cut that zip tie off nice and flush so we don't have any jagged edges underneath there, and that is it. you're installed. Now, before I button all this up, I want to show you the other two plugs, right? And I don't have the bike here, but I will flash up some pictures on the screen right here. The first plug that we have is like this. As you can see, it's a little bit different, and where that's going to mount is for the 24 and the 25s. You can mount this right here. Now, the reason it won't work for the 23 and older is because the side cover on those bikes actually covers this bolt. With the 24, 25's stock side cover, which I also don't have because I have stretch ones, doesn't cover that bolt, right? So now you can mount this right here and it's easily accessible. So they do have a plug for that if you don't want to run it up here. The third one we have is for the 23.5 to 24, 25, as of right now, the time of shooting this video, of course, the CVO with stock shocks. And there's a note that it won't work with the 23.5, 24, 25 CVO ST because of that extension that comes out there. You will need a longer screw. So if you get a longer 1/4-20 screw, you can still use that. You're just not going to be able to use the screw that's there. Now, like I said, if you have the 14, 15, 16 and you've got this air over oil shock, you also have that larger side cover, so you can't mount it down here, and you won't be able to, unfortunately, use it up here because you got your little valve core thing in there, right? So for right now, I'm just going to get this bike put back together and I'll be right back. Now I got the camera overhead so you can see down there and what that looks like. Nice and stealthy, nice clean install, black cap and washer so everything blends in. If I open my lid, you can see it just a tad bit better. It does have a cap to keep rain out of it when you're not using it. We take our charging port. We just plug this in, just like that. And that's what it looks like with the lid closed. I just opened it so you can see it a little bit better. So hopefully that video there showed you how quick and easily that can be done. And now you've got a port that's so much easier to access. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, or if you, like we did, get a hold of Al through email or through Facebook. I know not everybody has Facebook, but you can reach out through email to get a hold of him, because right now at the time of shooting this video, there is no website. I got a hold of him through Facebook, but you can go through Facebook or through email. So leave a comment down below and let me know where your thing is dangling right now, or if you've mounted it somewhere else, let me know that too as well, right? I really like this product and I just want to get it on video so you can see it. Like, I was stoked to get all four of them. I can't wait to get off this camera and get the other three installed, right? It's going to make my life so much easier. So I'm going to wrap this one up. If you like this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell your friends about us. That's what keeps us coming out here making these videos for you. I'm going to get out of here and get myself cleaned up. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, as always, be safe. Keep your knees in the breeze. Hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out our videos today. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, hit the little subscribe button popping up over here. If you want to check out more of our content, I've got 2 videos right here that'll get you started. Not really going to say anything else, just click one of those videos and take you to another video.